After spending money on coffee yesterday and having it not be that great, let's be for real, Zane spent like 13 something on 2 coffees, and I feel like I could have made a better one at home. I'm not gonna lie. I was excited about that coffee shop, but I'm not going back there. We went to Walmart last night and we went to the clearance section, because how can you go to Walmart without looking at the clearance section? We got this self-serve coffee maker for $10. We're already investing in good coffee at home for only $10, already cheaper. It just makes sense, doesn't it? So I'm actually really excited, because if it wasn't $10, we would not have bought it. But it actually looks pretty simple. And it did come with this little tumbler too, which I think is really cute. The lid screws on really nicely. I already watched a video on how to use it, so I'm gonna clean the machine and then I'm gonna start the coffee. Looking back now as I make my first coffee is I wouldn't have added the ice first. I would have let it be hot, added the sugar in while it was hot so that it could dissolve better, and then put the ice and milk in. Okay, so first taste, I'm feeling like I need some coffee syrup. I had to put more ice in. It's a solid iced coffee though. I mean, like, all it really needs is that syrup and it'll be like really good. And this will work for now because it has caffeine and I like the caffeine. Also, we had a scary situation that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I wanted to remind you not to have space heaters plugged into extension cords that aren't rated for the ampage or wattage of said space heater. Because we had this extension cord that we got from Zane's mom's house and I didn't think anything of it. It's the extension cord I've used for the last 2 years. I had it snaked in through the slide and into our utility heater, and that was our only source of heat. So we never blow breakers because we need our heat in here. I was scrolling on Facebook this one morning and it was a wintertime PSA to not have your space heaters plugged into lower rated extension cords. Well, that made me think. I'm like, I'm gonna go and look at the extension cord just to make sure that our heater and our extension cord are safe. Well, one of the things I had wrong was I had it buried under some clothes in this corner over here. And so when I pulled the cord out, it was completely hot and melted and black. And that was so close to starting a fire. I am so thankful that I looked at it the morning that I did. I unplugged it and turned it off immediately. I am no longer going to be able to use that heater, and that is okay. I had another heater. It's really loud, but I have another heater. And we went straight to the store and we bought an extension cord that is actually rated for the ampage that we need, which is a 12 gauge extension cord, 25 feet long. I'm pretty sure the extension cord that we did have was a 16 gauge, and that's like a big no-no. So check your extension cords, check your heaters. I was not about to redo the skirting to push the slide in and get the extension cord through the little slide hole. Not gonna happen. So what I did was I snaked the new extension cord through this window, and I put a little tape and some insulation tape right here, and that's just gonna have to do until I want to take the skirting off and push the slide in. Here's what I'm eating for lunch, and I have some freaking exciting things that I have to share. This is just a can of chicken noodle soup, and I needed more carbs for tonight. So I cut up a potato and I microwaved it, and then I cut it up and I put it in here, and I think it'll be perfect. The reason I need more carbs tonight, because I am instructing a subclass for another instructor that's sick, and a whole twist of events has happened. The first yoga studio that I applied to fell through, and honestly it was because the company was disappointing to me. It didn't feel supportive for seasoned instructors, and when I went in for my audition class I basically got critiqued, and I guess I didn't expect to get critiqued because I went to this guy's class, the guy that was critiquing me. I went to his class before I instructed my class, and his class just wasn't that great to me. I mean, it's the lead sculpt instructor. I expected his class to be pretty good, but it wasn't very difficult, and it just wasn't the best class. I mean, I've been to classes throughout the United States. Like, I know what a good class looks like, and I know what a not very great class looks like, and it just wasn't a very great class. But I tried to stay positive about it because I knew that I had an interview scheduled with him the following day. And what I thought the interview class was going to be was, I thought I was just going to show them my skill, show them that I'm fully capable of instructing a class, and be put on a schedule. You should only usually have to do one class to show your skill. That's the one free class that you instruct, like getting hired at studios and stuff like this, because it shows them that you're fully capable. That's all that I expected this to be. Well, then at the end of my class, which I did such an amazing job, and I know in my soul that I did an amazing job, it never left me. Those 6 months that I had been instructing had never left me. Like, it came all right back, and it was just so passionate, and it's just reminded me why I love instructing, especially yoga sculpt. And he basically, the first thing that this guy said to me after I led him through an amazing class was, "Who trained you?" Like, you expect to be like, wow, that was an amazing class, thank you so much, you know what I mean? I expected to feel like welcome. But not only that, it was just kind of weird vibes, because he put his mat directly behind me instead of like beside me or to the back and beside me like you normally would. That's normal class etiquette. No, he was right behind me, and the subconscious vibes just like were not giving green flags. Like, I did not feel good leaving that interview. He said he wanted me to come back and fix a few minor things and then come back, and then after that I would instruct 2 classes under his name, and then I would be passed on to the owner. And I was just like, this is like a really confusing like process. This does not feel right. Like, I do not feel supported. I paid a lot of money for my certifications, and I have 2 years of experience. I just expected to be like taken seriously. I decided that that studio was not the right fit for me, and I did not move forward with the process. And then God opened up a door for me to just walk right through and be completely supported, because I cold outreached to a little hot yoga studio in town, since we're just in such a big area with so much opportunity, and they got back to me right away saying that they were looking for an instructor with my certifications. And now tonight, out of nowhere, one of the instructors at that studio is sick and can't instruct the class, and they don't have any subs, so they asked me to come in and do a community class where I instruct the class. So it's like a real class. I'm not getting critiqued, I'm not getting judged, I'm showing them what I have. And it just feels like, you know, I listened to my intuition, and I did not follow through with the company that I didn't feel supportive with, and I knew that there's an abundance of opportunity here. And it really did work out, because I'm gonna go instruct a class tonight. I thought that was so crazy. I got that text like an hour ago, and like I'm still processing it. Like, I have to instruct a hot room class tonight, and that is my trial class. That's my audition class. Like, they aren't putting any of this weird stuff in the middle. Like, the last studio wanted me to go back 4 separate times and waste gas, waste my time, like, and then potentially be put on the schedule. That did not feel right to me, and I knew it, and I followed through, and now I'm here, and I'm just so excited. It's in such a good area of town. It's a heated studio. It's just a smaller yoga studio. It's not corporate, and the corporate studio was trying to control whether or not I had a 5-minute cool down at the end of my class. I thought that was crazy. And also at the corporate one, he tried telling me stuff that was wrong with my class that was literally wrong with his class. Like, I could have done the same exact thing to him. And so I'm excited to see what this studio has to offer, and at least have freedom over my classes, because the whole freedom aspect of like creating a class and having passion about it is that you get to do whatever you want to lead people through an amazing workout. And that's that. Like, you want them to leave feeling good, feeling supported, and like, you know what you're doing. Like, I can write a workout for you, and you can come back every single week and it'll be different. So I'm just so excited. I feel this huge opportunity. Like, I'm literally walking through it right now. This all happened so fast. And I'm also grateful though, because the corporate gym gave me those free passes. I got to practice instructing on somebody else. I got to practice in the hot room like 5 different times, maybe even 6. So I already am ready to instruct another class. Like, I am ready for this. Like, I do admire how all of it played out, and I just love the confidence and the self-worth that I'm holding by understanding that it was not the right fit for me before having to go through something and waste even more time. As I was mentally preparing for my class, I decided to finally get the mountain of laundry done. I still struggle getting it done every single day, but then I went to my class. I had such an amazing time. I had such a deep conversation with the studio manager there. I just feel like she's so nice, and I love how everything played out. It's so perfect for me. It is exactly what God wanted for me, and I am just so glad that I listened to my heart. I feel a weight of relief off my shoulders because I finally found my place. I found my flow. I get a free membership there, and so does Zane. They literally offered Zane a free yoga membership to come into the studio whenever he wants. And at first I was concerned because I was like, well, I know Zane loves to come to my classes, but it's $150 unlimited monthly classes. Like, that's pretty expensive. But they just gave him that for free. Like, that's so amazing. So when we came home after my amazing class, I spent hours at that studio just talking to that lady. She is seriously so nice. I made a pizza, and I've been liking the little pizza crust mix lately. And anytime I make my own pizza, I always just put ground beef on it because that's just always the meat that I have in the freezer ready. And look at how beautiful it turned out. I just thought the kitties looked so cute in this. Miss Chi-Chi and Mr. Runner. We just like to lay in bed, and we ate our ice cream. Zane made me cookies, and they were so good on top of the ice cream. I freaking deserve it after how hard I slayed my class. I feel like I have a better understanding on how I'm going to make my coffee today because I got my practice yesterday. Also, I thought I was going to keep my coffee maker over here, but after realizing like how cluttered it was, I decided to move it back over by the sink and just replace the big coffee maker with it, because if we have this little coffee maker out, we're never going to use the big coffee maker. I swear I keep sitting in like the same spot every time I talk to you guys, but I don't know why. I like this spot though. I love my futon folded out into a bed. But anyways, I'm gonna try my first bite ever of homemade ranch. I'm hoping to just keep avoiding seed oils. Well, I say that as I put it on a pizza roll. But excessive seed oils by like starting somewhere small with like homemade ranch. So let's go. That is so much better and thicker. I don't think I can go back type shit. That is so good. Oh my god. So we had a surge pull through our camper a few times in the last couple days, and it really concerned us. So we found a $60 one from Camping World, and we haven't had a surge protector yet, which is crazy because I know it's one of the first things that they say that you should get, but we don't have money. And now we're like, it don't matter because we can't risk breaking our electronics. My expensive dryer, my RV, it needs to be protected. I got this tinsel from the Dollar Tree because I figured that we could do a blue and silver theme for our tree this year. And I also saw this and I really loved it, and I wanted the colors to all match. The only thing I really went to the Dollar Tree for though was those little mini lights, but they didn't have any. So I went to the bargain market next to the Dollar Tree and they had the lights that I was looking for. They're battery powered and all, which is perfect, which means I don't have to plug anything in or snake any extension cords, for $3.99. Like I am just so in love, and they're silver. They go perfect with my theme. The tinsel I bought has all these weird like snowmen on them, so I'm just picking all of the snowmen off because that is not part of my theme. And they're picking off pretty easy too. I am just feeling so much better after getting hired last night and knowing that there's something that I am able to hold on to and move forward with in terms of my career with being an instructor. I'm just so happy. I'm really ready to start settling into my life. I love the town that we're in. I love everything about the area that we're in. I'm just so happy. I'm gonna be honest, that first corporate yoga studio really put a bad taste in my mouth for this area that we were in and like the kind of people that would be in this area. But I'm so glad that like I didn't settle for less, because the lady that I met at the yoga studio that I now work at is like a night and day difference in comparison. And it just feels like the experience that I'm meant to be having. Like, I know there are good people here. It really tested me, like, do I even really want to be doing group fitness? Like, yes, I want to be doing group fitness. Are you kidding me? The passion I feel about it. One day I seriously want to open my own studio. But look, isn't my tree just so freaking cute? It has to be this little for this little of a space, and it has to hang up on the wall or else my kitties will destroy it. I just think it turned out so cute, and I made this little candy cane heart. I just want you to appreciate this tree with me, because the tinsel was too big to wrap around the tree, but it just looks so cute wrapped around the basket, doesn't it? Hi friends, I want to apologize if this video seems a little messy. It's Friday and I haven't even started editing yet. I'm honestly just trying my best to continue to show up because I had a lot of transition happen this week. Things didn't quite go the way that I expected it to, but I am so happy with how everything turned out. Anyway, so after going out to eat at an amazing little burger restaurant that I thought was just so good, it's called Smash Burgers. Oh my gosh, it was so good and so cheap. We thought we were gonna go to a bar and grill, but they were closing their kitchen, and so we decided to just go get some cheaper greasy food and drink at home. So these are the drinks we're doing at home. We haven't drank in like 2 weeks, so we're feeling very responsible about it. I've never had these before. They're Monaco tequila drinks. 2 shots in each drink. I mean, sounded good to me. And eat some cookies we got from Winco and call it a night. I mean, everything inside is really messy. I am so happy with how my tree turned out though. Like, she slayed. I also forgot to mention that tonight we went to a sound bath and it was such an interesting experience. It was basically this lady who like played instruments and like took you through a vibrational experience of sound. And the yoga studio that I now work at was hosting it, and they asked us to come, so we're like, of course we'll come and support. So we had a really good night. I spent an hour and a half just relaxing, doing nothing, and listening to music. So it's been a really good night. I am so happy and satisfied with everything and how everything turned out. And I'm so excited to keep sharing my journey with you guys. But anyways, thank you friend for sticking till the end, and I'll see you next week.